So here's the situation, right? Your friends ask you to take a photo because you're the guy that supposedly knows how to operate a camera. So you do it, but then you go home and you load your photo up into Lightroom and you realize you fucked it up. Not only did you annihilate their skin tones, but you also got this random trash in the background. So you can't send this shit to your friends. They'll be like, what the fuck, dude? But luckily for you, you're also really good with Lightroom, so you can cover up your mistakes and turn it into something usable, you know, something like this. So let's go fix it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just crop out that garbage in the corner. So we're gonna do the 4x5 again so that it'll fit on Instagram. Just crop out that crap over there, move it up a bit. You can go in a bit tighter on there as well. And just around, reposition around there. Okay, whoa, okay. Alright, so now the next thing you want to do is fix the white balance. So you could just do, you know, auto, which is alright. But you can also use the eyedropper and pick a target neutral. And luckily there's a white car right behind them, so you can just click there and, you know, white balance fixed. Next, you want to fix the highlights because they're a little bit blown out. The highlights here, just around the face. So just pull those down a little bit so you get a bit more detail back. That's enough. Shadows, probably just gonna leave it as it is. Whites, yeah, I'll leave it as it is, maybe a bit. And then the blacks up a little bit maybe, just to get a little bit more detail in the shadows. Okay, clarity, let's bump that up a little bit. Vibrance, I like to bump it up a little bit, but also kill the saturation just a little bit. That's again my personal taste kind of thing. Okay, tone curve, same thing. I'm gonna raise the bottom here so we have like that faded film effect. That's my favorite thing to do in all my photos. You can ignore this part. Just ignore the part where I, you know, raise the tail, so you can just do your typical S-curve if you want, till you get something that looks pretty good. So really, you're just eyeballing it most of the time anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think around here is fine. HSL, we're not gonna touch that. Split toning, we might touch that, but a bit later on. So in terms of detail, because this is 2000 ISO, there's a little bit of noise in the background. So we're just gonna bump noise reduction up a bit, maybe like 21, and leave the rest. And then finally we get the calibration. This is where you can play around with the colors a little bit. So I want to push it a little bit to the magenta side because there seems to be some sort of green cast. For the hue, this is where the skin tone starts shifting. So over here you have like close to, you know, too much red, and then here is too much yellow. So you want to just keep it mostly in the middle, maybe a little bit to the yellower side. And then saturation a little bit down. It looks fine. Same thing with the greens. So this is too far. So usually I like to, you know, go to the extremes just to see what the slider does and how it affects the image as a whole, and then from there I can dial in something I like. So up around here would be fine. Saturation, we're just gonna leave it. Actually we're gonna put it up a bit. And then hue, for the blue hue, same thing. You can see how it affects much more than just the skin tones. It affects, like, you know, the signs at the back here. But anyway, this is probably where you can add a little bit of style. So if you go here, it's a bit too green. Go here, it's too red. But I'm gonna push it a little bit to the red side. It's because I like the look. And saturation, maybe a little bit up here. And there you have it. You just fixed the picture that you messed up the first time. You fixed their skin, you fixed the lighting, and you cropped out the trash. What do you do next? Well, you could just settle for this. But if you want to, you know, do a couple more things, what you could do is a little bit of a vignette to hide the sides. Because you don't really need, we're not looking at anything on the sides. So you can add a little vignette just to draw your eyes away from the sides. What shall we do next? Let's do some split toning. So for split toning, I usually like to dial the saturation up to max and see what it does. So I want my highlights to be maybe orange. So let's find an orange color here, around 47 seems fine. And then for shadows, I want it to be blue teal, like this maybe. So this is what the extreme version of the picture looks like. But then you wanna dial the saturation all the way back, so then you get sort of like a nice balance. So if you go this side, it gives more priority to the shadows. If you go this side, it gives more priority to the highlights. And you can see how that affects the picture. This is obviously like a way cooler look, and this one's warmer. So find something you like. I think around here is nice. And then if you want, you can even make it way more faded. And then actually a little bit of grain might look kind of nice, just to give it the whole vintage kind of look. There you have it. Fixed. Now you can send this off to your friends and they won't take the camera away from you again. Not that they ever did. But anyway guys, that was the tutorial for this week. Let me know what else you'd like me to do in this Lightroom tutorial series. I will be making more of these. So yeah, leave a comment and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.